What have you seen out of Arizona and Creighton this year in regards to what their ceiling could possibly be this season?
I really like this Arizona team. I'm not sure I love this Arizona team yet. Why? I'm not sure their depth is quite where it was last season, and the length isn't quite what it was last season. That being said, I'm a sucker for a too big starting lineup between
Ballo. Ballo.
Ballo.
Hello.
Excuse me, my pronunciation and my syllables are all over the place. But that being said, two big lineups. I love it. Tubelis is one heck of a player. I love how he runs, and Kirk Kriisa has just improved. I think he has taken a step in the right direction as far as his composure is concerned, and he just continues to impress. I love this team to the second weekend, just simply because I'm not sure the depth is where it's supposed to be. A lot of people are probably going to come back at me like that. I didn't get to watch today's game all the way through, so give me a little bit of leeway there. That being said, still a very talented team, and Tommy Lloyd does a terrific job with them, mixing up playing fast and then slowing it down and getting some things out of your offense. Arizona's really good. Are they better than a Sweet 16 team? It's possible.
That ability to control pace is going to be huge, especially down the stretch. Sweeney, I know you were
Exactly.
locked into that one. Arizona with 48 points in the paint. What did you see out of the Wildcats?
Yeah, I thought, Ballo will be the story, and he was awesome. His ability to run the floor was really impressive. Obviously, Tubelis is known for his ability to put pressure on the defense, kind of that Gonzaga style of offense where they push the bigs down the floor and really put pressure on you. But Ballo was just so tough. You just couldn't guard him one-on-one. And Kalkbrenner, as good a rim protector as he is, really had no answers. And so I was impressed with that. I was really impressed with the maturity of Kirk Kriisa. This is a game, right? Like, think about him last year and how up and down he was and how much big moments became more about him at times than about Arizona. And he, I think, got so hyped up to try to make a big play that sometimes it hurt the team. And I just felt like it was so different today, his mentality and his ability to run the team. And they need that, because I just felt like last year with Mathurin and especially with Dalen Terry, they had a couple of guys that they could trust to kind of take the temperature down in the room a little bit with when
I
Kerr
love
was
that.
a little bit hot. And I just thought that the Kerr was much more mature. He looked like a leader today. And I don't know that we saw that last season. This seems really, really good. I think they do have Final Four upside, especially as guys like Colin Boswell get fully acclimated. I mean, he's a reclassified kid. He was injured in a lot of the fall practice time. I think he'll be a nice bench piece for them in time. And I just think they can overwhelm you in short spurts. I think that was something that was so obvious in both the San Diego State game and the Creighton game, where both those teams kept making runs, kept pushing back against Arizona. But you can play them even for 18 minutes, but there's going to be that 2-minute stretch where they blow you away for 8 or a 10-0 run. And when that happens, it's just so hard to beat them. So I'm really impressed, again, to lose 2 first-round picks and a high second in Christian Coloco, who's a rotation player in the NBA right now, and be where they are is a testament to the job that Tommy Lloyd has done. But I just couldn't have been more impressed with the way that they handled some of the highs and lows of one of the highest intensity situations you can be put in early season college basketball in Maui.
How about Ballo's journey to having this game? Like, this was a top 20 kid recruiting wise, coming into college, and he was spending all times playing for Mali's national team, had some great showings, goes to Gonzaga, doesn't play, comes to Arizona again and plays sparingly and just sticks with it. And dude is huge. And if you look comparable to Ryan Kalkbrenner, you're a big guy. And as far as size, he's a walking refrigerator as far as I'm concerned. This is a big man. But I love what you say about Kirk Kriisa. Having other guys around him to take the temperature down last season, it looks like he's taken that step. When I refer to depth, what happens if Kirk Kriisa gets in foul trouble and has one of those nights, which he's been susceptible to in the past, right? Has he really taken that step from a consistency perspective to be that guy all season? That's TBD. But Kylan Boswell, I think he needs to take that step just in case Kirk Kriisa needs a breather. Boswell's not quite there, but he is talented.
I'm going to go back to Ballo for a second. 14 for 17 from the field, 13 boards, 30 points. We've talked about this is the year of the big. Where does he rank? Kevin Sweeney, we'll start with you in regards to your top big men in the country.
Yeah, I think he's a tier behind the Dickinsons and the Trace Jackson Davises, obviously the Drew Timmies and the Sheebways, because I don't think an opponent is going to build their whole game plan around Ballo, but I think that's one of the things that makes him so effective is that you can't consistently throw double teams at him. You can't build your scout around him because, look, you have two really good guards in Kirk Risa and Courtney Ramey. You have one of the best power forwards in the country in Tubelis, who not only is really skilled, but he's also a great rebounder. And I just think it's going to be really hard if Arizona can get a one-on-one on the block for Ballo anytime they want, because he's going to be tough to stop in those situations because he is so big, he is so imposing, and he's got really good skills. You know, he's got good feet and really soft touch around the basket. And I think when you combine that, he's going to be incredibly productive for this Arizona team.
What about you, T.O.?
I think another thing you look at it, I think Courtney Ramey plays a really nice role for this team, and he's not forced to do as much off the dribble as he has done in years past because they have so many other guys that can do some things for him. I thought he played terrific against San Diego State, and for him to just be out there and do what he does, like he's a bucket getter. Like his role has been simplified there at Arizona, and he has benefited because of it. Now, I'm not sure what he ended up with today against Creighton, but I thought that first game against, or not the first game, but against San Diego State, I thought he was terrific because he settled into his role, hit shots, didn't force the issue, and it's something that we didn't necessarily see all the time when he was at Texas.